just a quick check. Let's do the anatomy of a coaching call thing. So we got our little A, right?
Yeah.
Would you say this call is resonant or dissonant?
Resonant.
Yeah, like off the hook, right? It's like
Yep. It's way out there.
all over the place, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. So what do you think will magnify the resonance? So I'm going to point out there's a dreaming, and so there's a question around dreaming, like what's with the dreaming or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is like what's important about other people, or how do other people
fit in,
measure into your work or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one was like what's embarrassing to you, or like.
Right.
And these are all valid ways to go, by the way. They're all fantastic, interesting questions. Anything stick out to you? Do you have a preference in regards to which one you want to know or which one you want to follow?
I'm really interested in why you're so embarrassed.
Great.
Actually, I'm interested in all three of them.
It's a fantastic question because it feels immediately I got a sense that it was connected to whether or not other people matter.
Yeah.
Right? Something's going on there. So once again, I want you to pay attention to the level 2, see what words feel like they're resonant. What's embarrassing? It's like I might look like a fool. I might, if I really allowed myself to like explode, I might look like a dumb shit. I might spill all over the place, and it may be like embarrassing. I could just see, like, I don't know, this is very interesting for me, actually, because it feels so, like, I don't feel like I've ever kind of, like, tapped into this exactly. But there's, like, something about being laughed at, or, like, you're crazy, or, like, it's too, you don't do that well, or, like, you chose the wrong sounds, and so it's got, like, it's dated feeling. There's all this, like, other people's voices, other people don't even exist. That's a bunch of saboteurs, right? It's a committee of non-existent beings.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. They suck, though.
Councils.
Yeah, it's like, the whole idea of ping-ping, it's like I wonder what it would be like to step into that without any, like I wonder, honestly, like what percentage of me, if I showed you a piece of artwork, I wonder if it's really true that if I showed everyone in the world and they said that it sucked, if I would still be able to stand in that it's a perfect piece if it wasn't open for discussion. Like it sounds like it's such a great idea, but I wonder if I feel like I could when it comes to making like a drawing.
Mhm.
I don't know if I have that same feeling like I have enough trust or certainty in myself, expressing my physical self, like singing in front of people, for instance, or performing. Or in regards to music in general, if I have that same kind of strength or certainty, which is really weird. It's like, at the end of the day, we get to decide what we like. Like I remember once I was in junior high school, and I think I was liked a Hall & Oates song, and I was also like into hip hop and into punk rock, and I remember someone like making fun of me for liking this song. Like I was lame or something, and because it had an impact on me, like that, this desire for other people's approval or something. And so it feels like there's still remnants there, and I just get that at the end of the day that a person has to decide what they like and what they don't like. It doesn't matter what people think, or does it? A person, So just think about just having full permission to like what I like without the need of the approval or the opinions of any other human being on this planet. But that is in conflict with the idea of ping-pong in a way, maybe.
Mhm.
Like, what do other people matter? Like a person, I couldn't be embarrassed if I just believed that I did something well, unless I didn't do it well, and then I guess, and someone said it was bad, and then I'd be like, you're right.
Is there anything deeper when you're saying, do other people matter?
That's a yes or no question.
Is this a yes or no question?
I want you to make it sounds like I want you to make an assertion, or what do you notice, or what are you guessing, or do you have some red flags going on, or?
Yeah, I have a red flag going on that you go on saying that people matter, they don't matter, yes they do, no they don't, and I wonder if that's happening in other areas of your life too.
Yeah. I feel like it's a reoccurring theme about how much to, like, how self-authority works.
Mm-hmm.
How much to invite other people to matter. Wow, what a great question. I can see it showing up in all kinds of different places, even with my own children and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to pause for a second. We got out of like a level 2 thing, the practice.
Yep.
So we're not grabbing a hold of certain things. So here's a couple possibilities. Also, there's stuff going on in the level 3 where the energy is really changing a lot. Like there's something going on in the level 3. So let's open up a possible road. Do you want to just get away from doing the specific practice and just go into general coaching?
Sure.
Or do you want to? Okay. So if that's the case, we were going towards resonance, and now we're kind of getting into this other territory that feels different.
Yes.
So I want you to find a way to articulate the way it feels different, or get me to, or just acknowledge that there's a shift going on energetically, and checking in with me, or getting permission, or so that you know where you're going and the client does too. Does that make sense?
Yes. I mean, what it sounds like to me is that you're really excited.
Yes.
About this.
I mean, I was 5 minutes ago. Now we're into like this weird question mark territory. Like the energy is like this very kind of quizzical, murky, cloudy place. Yeah.
And so what did you want me to do next? I'm sorry.
What do you think are some possibilities?
Of taking the coaching forward?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to know more about other people mattering or not.
So what do you think I need? If you're going to honor, like if you're going to serve my big A, and who I'm becoming, what do you pull back, and what's needed over here? Taking everything into consideration, the fact that I'm wanting to like explore creativity, and yet we have this interesting thing going on, whether people matter or not,
Well, I guess the bigger one that I would think about is, and the image I kept on getting, is of you taking a leap towards the ping-ping world, where you could really stand in it.
Great.
Is that right?
So let's see. Yes, it does. It feels like that is that's like if you're going to serve my big A and you're showing up here as my coach and you're trying to grow me, what I'm showing up wanting and we agreed upon in the little A is about how to get me expressed and how to like step into ping ping. And now some of what's going on here is that we have other people showing up on the radar that's muddling the energy.
What do you mean?
Well, you and I are talking about like the idea of whether other people matter or not.
Right.
Like, is it showing up at other places in my life? And like, whoa, it's like all of a sudden there's just like a whole other channel in a way.
Yes.
So what you could do, here's one possibility. You could say, listen, client, here's what I'm noticing. We had all this rich, awesome energy around creativity and like, like you doing your thing, and we could go down, we could like go back to that. But I'm also noticing there's this kind of really weird, kind of unfinished, kind of quizzical energy about whether or not other people matter. So there's two ways we can go here. Which way would you like to go, client?
Uh-huh.
That way you're honoring kind of what we showed up with and that kind of like rich energy, but you're also honoring the fact that there's like this really interesting question hovering in the air about other people.
Right.
And that way you're putting it on me, but you're still acknowledging what's present.
Right.